Hello everybody. Everyone is so excited about our new makeup launch. You know, it's officially live and online right this minute, and I think it will be in inventory actually tomorrow, so you can order it today, and I think it can start shipping tomorrow and Wednesday. So you can hop on in, start placing your orders, and you know, if you're a member and you do buy one get one free, you can mix and match your colors. And as a member, it ends up making each makeup, I think it's $39. I think it ends up making your cost about $16. So as a member, if you really want to be able to add all the colors so you can demo everything, then BOGO is your hookup. That's how you can get all 7 colors at a great price, and then get an extra one to make it 8, you know, even for yourself. So what I want to talk to you about today, and then when I have all the colors, I'm going to do a couple of live demos so you can see them going on and blending into the skin. But what I wanted to talk to you today about was foundation tips. I don't care what kind of skin you have, what kind of makeup you're using. If your skin is flaky, this is 100 years old. I used it years and years ago, pretty much in all skincare companies I've ever been associated with. But you know, your skin is made up of grapes, raisins, and cornflakes. And most of us have way too many cornflakes at my age. You know, middle-aged women, we got lots of cornflakes. And what happens is you try to put foundation on top of this, and it just doesn't look pretty. I don't care if you're using drugstore or $150 foundation. So with that said, you know, I think 2 of our best friends with Aloette are for sure the enzyme peel, because this is something that's 60 seconds, instant facial in a jar. You can get about 100 treatments out of this. You know, you can literally just slap it on and do instant quick fixes, like around your eyes, around your nose. Of course, do your whole face with it. But this will eliminate every piece of flaky skin off your face. It's abrasionless, it's acid-free. You can use it twice a week, every day of the week, if you so choose to do that. So you can use it as much as you want. And so this is going to guarantee that there are no flakes for your liquid makeup to grab onto. I've been very anti-liquid makeup for about the last 2 years, so I've been really living off of primer and powder. And so what I'm so excited about the new Be Picture Perfect is, you know, I live in Georgia. I know you guys are all over the place, but the humidity here is unbearable. And this is a 12-hour demi matte, and matte means it dries down and lays down, excuse me, to a powder finish on your skin. So it's going to be very powdery. So it's a 4-in-1 makeup. You know, it's your concealer, it's like your powder, it's a primer. It's pretty much, and it's skincare in it too, because it's got your lactic acids and all this really cool green tea and agave and, you know, all the good stuff in it. So it's makeup that's actually good for your skin. It's obviously not going to clog your pores. It's actually going to do the opposite and help unclog your pores. But people who are oily are going to think they have absolutely died and gone to heaven with this makeup, because you can slap it on and it dries down and mattes on the skin. People who are drier, like I've become lately, you know, you've got to maybe work with this just a little bit. So I wanted to give you a few tips about that. So first of all, no flakes. You do not want flaky skin underneath your liquid makeup. You can use whatever it is that you like to use normally, but this is instant gratification. You can just pop it on right before you do your makeup and have a great makeup day every single day of your life. That's what I tell people. Another thing, living here in the South, is the cloud cream. I need extra hydration, but because of my acne prone skin, my skin that's prone to clogging and other issues, cloud cream is literally like somebody threw a water balloon at my face and it exploded, and it is just, you know, water. It is just literally water. And it turns into this watery substance and just gives you this immediate plumpness and hydration to your skin. There's no smell. It's not going to compete with your makeup. And I actually keep mine in a little container like this in my makeup kit. So right before I apply my makeup, you know, I'll put that just to give me that extra layer of water. So you got to be super exfoliated and super hydrated. We all know that. But what are some things to make your foundation, no matter whose you're using, look the best that it can look? Okay, so first of all, primers. You know, I said last week it's a crime not to prime, And we personally have three options. We've got the Made Matte, we've got the Flawless Finish, and we've got the Luminous Tint. Made Matte is more for those of you guys that are oily, and it's for men, it's for teenagers. You just go, fill in your pores. If you can fill your pores in with something like this, you use a lot less makeup to cover. You know, you don't need as much because these do a lot of correcting for you. For me, this makeup, if you are not a primer person, if you need one and done and simple, then this is going to be it for you. I think you're going to be able to get away without the primers. And for me, I'm a primer junkie. I love the finish that it leaves on my skin. I love that primers can fill in some of my cracks and crinkles and make me look smoother. And so I will not stop using a primer. And you know, this one's super expensive. It's $60, but during BOGO, of course, you get two plus a discount. So that's the hookup for you there. And then with me being a little drier, the secret to my concealer, you know, some women complain that no matter what, they cannot get their concealer to go on good. But a little concealer mixed with just a little dab of luminous tint, you know, it is absolutely stunning. So if you really struggle with getting your concealer to blend and it gets hung up in the cracks, then you just, you know, maybe you need to add a drop of luminous tint. So luminous tint is also a primer, but you can mix it with your liquid makeup. You can mix it with your concealer. You can use it all by itself, you know, when you don't want to wear makeup that day, but you want your skin to look just a little bit better. And so for me, I know last week I wasn't sure about mixing luminous tint, you know, affecting the integrity of this product, and it absolutely does not. So for someone like me who's a little bit drier, you know, literally a smidge of this and a drop of this mixed together, and I get a little bit more of a glide, a little bit more of a slip where I am dry, you know, right through here. So you've put your, let's say around the eyes, you've put your concealer on. You know, I love finishing with a little bit of the Look Alive, you know, this itty bitty little thing right here, because it is a powder made for under our eyes. Okay, so you put this on, and then you have put your liquid makeup on. Now, you can use your fingers for a more sheer natural color. You can use old school foundation brushes. You've got these laying around, you can use them. But we have this awesome new, reminds me of a snakehead for some reason, but we have this awesome new brush that you're literally gonna put the makeup on, and it will get up in the nooks and crannies, and it will give you an airbrushed finish to your makeup. So this and this is a perfect match made in heaven, and you can get two of these for BOGO. Get one for yourself, one to use for demos, or one to travel with, and one for your home. So I will put my makeup on with this. I'll apply my primer with my fingers, and then I'll put my makeup on with this really cool brush right here, because it really, putting it on with my hands really shears it out. So if I want it to be super natural, but this is going to give it a much more flawless, streak-free airbrush look to it. This right here. But if you put it on, and you know, I'm a powder girl, so I like to powder things off. Your options for powder, oh well, I just dumped everything in the floor. Your options for powder are going to be either your Ultra Finish, and that's going to be more coverage. So if you want even more coverage, or you've got your translucent. You know, we forget about the translucent. Translucent means it has absolutely no color, no tint whatsoever. And so you can use translucent just to matte down the makeup, to dry it down, which is already very, very, very dry. So you're not going to use near the amount of powder that you used to use. But if you just want to sort of touch it, or you need to touch up throughout the day, you have two options. So you have Ultra Finish powder, and you have translucent powder. Okay, now here's the kicker for me. If you really get all of your makeup on and you feel super crepey, or you look really dry, like the desert on your nose, and you can see every little piece of makeup, the best trick I can tell you is to get a beauty blender, get it good and damp, and you go back in and you press. And when you press, you sort of melt everything all into one. and there will not be a crinkle left on your face. And if you feel like your nose area is sort of, because of the dry skin coming apart and you don't have time to do enzyme peel, then you just take this damp beauty blender, and I have every beauty blender ever made, and I really still love the original true beauty blender, and it's like 20 bucks, so it is more expensive, but I love the size, I love the texture, I love the way it feels on my skin. So you dampen this and you just push, and by pushing, you really push back together if you have any flakes on the skin. You know, if you feel like it, you know, you're coming apart because your skin's dry and dehydrated, that's a really easy way. And I keep thinking I'm gonna try, and I haven't done it yet, a little cloud cream instead of the spray water. So that's just something a little different, but it also will put, you know, some hydration back into the skin. And this is only if you feel like you look in the mirror and your concealer has 45 lines in it, or your powder feels like it's, you know, really caking up, or you feel super dry in there. So, you know, everybody's got water. You don't really want to use straight up water because it can sour, but if you can use the Neutral Hydrating Mist if you've got a setting spray, or you can just wet your beauty blender that one time. But that is a secret trick to really, really laying down the concealer and making it look absolutely flawless. So for concealer, you know, I do recommend a little drop of Flawless in here, and I love that, you know, we have the two colors. So a little drop of Flawless, and I love brightening up in there just to sheer it out a little bit. The Look Alive not only sets it, but for those of you that struggle with your eyeliner and your mascara running, I had someone today complain about that to me about something, she's using another product, but it runs on her. And so she got one of these so she can just come in and not only set it, but also, you know, a light coat on her lashes to act as a primer underneath her mascara. So, and I know that's going to help her. But if you put all this on and you feel like it's cakey, if you feel like you've got too much on, because I am telling you, a drop of this, let me show you, one drop, look what this is going to do. Look how far that's going to go. And I'm using the light tan. But look, that spreads on my entire hand, and that was literally one drop. So it is not going to take much of this. And the first couple of times, you're probably going to put too much on because we're used to being heavy-handed with our liquid makeup. And so if you do put too much on and you powder it off and you feel just all cakey, just take a damp beauty blender and go back in and push it, and you'll make it look fresh and all blended together. So I'm so excited, you guys. We get to order this product tonight. It has been 2 years in the making. I'll have all the colors probably, hopefully by Wednesday, and so I'll show them all to you. But the light tan has a little yellow in it, but it really, once it heats up to my 98.6, it really blends beautifully with my skin tone. And I've put it on several people, and I've been surprised at how many people the light tan has matched. And that's a new color for us. So we have Porcelain, which is really, really for you seriously white girls. Light, golden medium, light tan, tan, and then medium tan, I believe, and then deeper, somewhere around in there. So we've got a nice range of colors that I think is going to really work for everybody. So you guys jump in there. I have a feeling this makeup is going to sell out, and it's going to sell out really quickly. Hello, Anne. It's going to sell out, so get in, get your colors, and definitely if you're a rep that actually sells products like I do, you're going to want to put these on BOGO because we can mix and match colors. So you can get a light tan and a medium. You can get a porcelain and a light. And when you do it that way, and with our discount that we get in addition to that, it makes them $16. I mean, you cannot beat that price. So definitely get all 7 colors so you have them to show everybody, so we can definitely expand our clientele, and we have something for our girlfriends that are women of color. So we have something for everybody. And got 6. So, you can get 2, you can get 4. Try to have as much of a variety of it as you can. But use some of these tips I showed you a while ago, and I think you are absolutely going to fall in love with this new 4-in-1 makeup. If you don't want to prime, if you don't want to powder, If you're oily, you know, you're gonna absolutely love this. If you're a primer junkie and a powder junkie like me, you know, I've cut way back on the powder, but I just love that I cannot feel this. Oh, and another really cool thing is, you know, being on my phone, you pull it away and there's no makeup on my phone. That is so exciting. One of the reasons I don't, Amanda, can't wait, you can order it tonight, girl. It's in there, it's live and ready to go. One reason I don't like liquid makeup is because it sticks to my phone and everything I touch. And living here in Augusta, it's right this minute, you know, just in my house, I've been gone all day and the air was up, I'm sweating. So no makeup smudge. So you guys are gonna love it, but if you're drier, I just wanna give you a heads up that you're gonna need a little extra hydration. Cloud cream is a great tip for that. If you just need a little extra hydration, but you don't wanna add a whole nother layer of moisturizer. And, you know, enzyme peel, your best friend to get the flakes off. But the main thing is, you know, applying it with that brush, which I dropped, the brush, so you can get that smooth airbrush finish, and then using a damp beauty blender to just make sure you don't leave any cracks. And this is only if you're dry. If you're more oily, you won't have an issue with that. But this makeup, when you put it on, you gotta move. It is matte, it lays down, and it dries very quickly, so you don't have a lot of work time to really smooth and smudge this in. And the brush really makes a difference with it being more pliable and blending into the skin a little bit better. So I'm wearing the light tan. I love this color. I wish I had a light tan powder. It is the perfect shade for me. So you guys post as many questions as you can think of. We've been waiting for this a long time, so if I see any question that I haven't, you know, thrown out an answer to, then I'm sure it's something somebody else wants to know too. So you guys post your questions. I'll circle back in a little bit and answer them for you. And everybody just get it and let me know what you think. You know, I can't wait to get the feedback from you guys. So happy makeup shopping. Hop in there before they're gone, because I think they will sell out. You use tan and golden medium, yeah. So the light tan is really the perfect in between those two colors. So, you know, maybe the makeup gods will give us a light tan powder one of these days. Thanks, everybody. Bye.